This is an advanced wave. This replaces your first step overlay. We're giving you a mattress replacement basically to go on your bed frame. It does not go on top of your current mattress. You remove your mattress first, then put this. If not, we'll bring you a bed frame. When you place your order, you have to let us know. The advanced wave provides alternating therapy as well as pulsating therapy. Now, when the driver brings you the product, they will give you a brief in-service on how to use it. Hit the power button, takes you directly into your patient setup screen. It asks you here to enter your patient's weight. By using the plus minus button, we'll enter your patient's weight. So let's say 250. This is your accept button. I can change it from pounds to kilogram by hitting the max button. It tells you which button to hit. We're going to accept that. Now it asks me to enter your patient's height. I'm going to accept that. Right now it's running at 250 pounds, 65 inches, 22 millimeters of mercury pressure. We're going to accept. What we just did, we just told this pump your patient's height and weight, and it calculated the amount of air pressure your patient needs. So you don't have to manually adjust the air pressure. Now you have two options. You have pulsate and alternate. Pulsating therapy, it pulses high and it pulses low. The entire mattress will pulse low, pulse high. Timer from 1 minute all the way to a few hours, couple hours you can go. You can adjust the timer. Right now it's in high pulse, H is high. After a minute it'll go on low pulse and it'll stay there on a longer duration, 90 seconds. There's also a alternating pressure. Alternating pressure, timer works the same. There's about 20 air cells in this mattress. Basically there's two zones, zone 1, zone 2. It's alternating head to heel. Zone 1 will deflate, so every other air cell is deflated. It's not deflated, but it's relieving pressure. After a minute, zone 1 will come up and zone 2 will go down. So you have 10 air cells on each. From head to heel, it's relieving pressure on this patient. Usually, that's where you want to keep it, an alternating therapy. If you have a burn patient or a patient with, you can use the pulsating pressure. So, max inflate. Max inflate if you're doing a lateral transfer. So basically, lateral transfer, there is a timer, 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, max inflate goes off and it diverts back to the previous settings, okay? As if you forget to take it off max inflate. Inside of this mattress, there is a Fowler sensor. If I raise the head up more than 30 degrees, the mattress, the Fowler sends a signal to the blower, and the blower pushes more air to the center so your patient will bottom out. There's a lockout feature. Hold it for about a couple seconds, few seconds. It locks it. You'll want to lock it. Sometimes family member for a patient, they'll come in, they'll change your settings. You don't want them to do that. To unlock it, hold it for a few seconds and it unlocks. There's an alarm mute button, so basically if the alarm goes off, you can mute it by hitting the mute button. For CPR, please unplug the blower, the mattress hose. It deflates the mattress. Plug it back in. You have two holes. You want to line it up with these. It's magnetic. It'll take it back in place. So what it is, it's a low bed. It's a bariatric bed, and it's a long bed. We have the foot control. Basically, is your master control. There's one there, and then there's a second foot control on the bottom of the bed, which is another master control. We also have patient control on the side rails on the inside, and we have nurse control on the outside. Underbed light, keep those on at night, patient sleeping. If I use the patient control or the nurse control on the side rail, as I said, the bed is a low bed, it goes 8 inches, but this one will stop at 15 inches. The reason to stop at 15 inches low, patient are in the bed, they don't know what's under or around the bed. You can have the pump on the floor. If they go any lower, they'll crush the pump, they'll crush the wound line. But if you go towards the foot of the bed, it'll go 8 inches that low.
Gotcha.
Now, the bed, like I said, can operate as a low bed. You have very patient that needs low bed because they are about 450, 4 foot. They can't get out. Your hospital frame are about 15, 16 inches. You add a mattress to it, that's about 20 something inches. You can lock the feature out. Patient now cannot operate, or the nurse cannot raise the bed on the side rail. They have to do it there. However, patient can operate the head, they can operate the foot. They cannot raise the bed. Now, there is a CPR button here. Hold that CPR button for about 5 seconds, and it'll bring the bed up to CPR level.
Okay.
It'll stop about 15 inches. You can start doing what you need to do. It is not an integrated surface. The mattress is replacement. Pull this out. It says on the blower here for CPR. Pull that out. It deflates the mattress. Your bed is already in CPR level. If your head was up, there is a CPR button, a lever, red lever on both sides. There's one there, one here. So what that will do, if the head was up, it'll drop the head. So you can start pumping the patient's chest. Okay. Make sure the mattress is deflated if it's an air mattress. There is a chair button here. I'm not gonna put it in chair because the mattress is fully inflated. If you hit that chair button and until the bed stops, there is also a head angle indicator on the bottom of the patient's neck on both sides of the bed. That tells you how high you raise your patient's head. Okay? Now, when you hit that chair button, until it stops, you manually, raise your patient's head here. Sometimes patient does not tolerate when the feet and the head's going at the same time. Depends on the height. The patient's width or the size of the patient. Now, to lower these side rails, it's pretty easy. The instruction right here. To expand these decks from 36 inch to it goes all the way to 54 inches in width. They're all individual decks that you need to pull out of that bed. So now, as transport, if the patient was on a extra wide bed, you will need to close it in to get out that patient's room.
Exactly.
So when you get back to the patient's room, you have to make sure that bed is fully expanded, because if it's not, and you have a fully expanded mattress, you're going to damage the side rails, you're going to damage your mattress, you're going to put pressure on that pump because it's running more constant, and as well as your patient. Your patient will not get that therapy as if the bed was fully expanded. Okay? To expand this bed, sometimes you might have a longer mattress. Your patient is 6'5", 6'6". Your elevator is not long enough to fit the bed with the pump. Now, you have to close it in. So now, we have 2 red cable under the foot deck. One on the outside, you pull that, it brings the frame out, the footboard. The other on the inside brings the deck out. Now, that's for your taller patient. To push it in, you do the same thing. This mattress is a standard length, standard width mattress. We also have the advanced wave mattress that comes, it'll expand. The same very mattress will expand and it'll go from 39 to 48 inches wide. But at standard, it's 36. And it can also go from 80 all the way to 84 to 88 inches in length for your taller patient. And then when you get to your elevator, you want to make sure you close the mattress in. I wish I had brought one, but I'm sure when the driver comes, they usually provide in-service to you guys. So you want to always push the hook in first, then the footboard. Scale is off right now. Usually it's off. It never stays on with the patient's weight because of the HIPAA violation. 0 button. brings your scale on. After a few seconds, maybe a minute or so, it'll go back black. It never displays the patient's weight on the screen unless you put it on. Bed exit alarm. Hit the patient sitting at the edge of the bed. Give it a few seconds. There's 2 lights on each side. Orange light. If your light's off and you're passing that room, that means your alarm is off. Okay? Patient gets out of bed, the alarm comes on. Back in bed, alarm shuts off. Here's your volume control. To take it off, hit that patient sitting there again. This covers the entire bed frame. This one here is for the mattress. They want us to bring a mattress. When we bring a mattress, we'll bring a bed. But if you were to rent the mattress alone, that's your mattress, and this here is for the bed. Cover it. We'll get it out. Now, I don't know if I show you this, but this is another master panel. So if you take this out, if I remove my footboard, your bed still works. Okay? Some bed, when you remove the footboard, everything shuts off. That's another, same as this. Brake, center, neutral, and steer. Basically, make sure your one side wheel will lock and you can push the bed on your own. Neutral, you have to make sure there's 2 people pushing that bed, and then brakes.